Edinburgh, where Scotland's heart began to beat. Perched on a series of extinct volcanoes and rocky crags, Edinburgh stands as one of Europe's most dramatically beautiful cities. For over 1,000 years, Edinburgh's Old Town has grown layer upon layer, creating a medieval maze of closes and wynds that tell tales both magnificent and mysterious. While the Old Town reached toward the sky with its towering tenements, the New Town spread elegantly outward, creating what many consider the most perfect example of Georgian architecture in the world. Its symmetrical streets and classical design earned the city its nickname, the Athens of the North. But what would Edinburgh be without its crown jewel? Rising from sheer cliffs of volcanic rock, Edinburgh Castle is more than just Scotland's most famous fortress. It's the enduring soul of the nation. For a millennium, this ancient stronghold has watched over the city, its story intertwined with the very creation of Scotland itself. Within its mighty ramparts lies the oldest surviving building in Edinburgh, the pristine St. Margaret's Chapel, a reminder of the castle's sacred past. St. Andrews, where learning and faith shaped a nation. From the royal heights of Edinburgh Castle, our journey takes us across the Firth of Forth to the ancient kingdom of Fife, where Scotland's oldest university town awaits. Founded in the 12th century, St. Andrews University stands as Scotland's first center of learning, its ivy-clad buildings having shaped minds for over 900 years. Overlooking the wild North Sea, the haunting ruins of St. Andrew's Cathedral tell of a time when this was Scotland's religious heart. Once the largest church in the country, its weathered stones stand like sentinels against the coastal sky, guardians of a faith that shaped a nation. Stirling Castle, the gateway between Highlands and Lowlands. Standing at the pivotal crossroads between Highlands and Lowlands, Stirling has long been recognized as the strategic heart of Scotland. Here, the fate of the nation has been decided time and again throughout the centuries. Atop a volcanic crag stands Stirling Castle, one of Scotland's most important strongholds. For centuries, it controlled the crucial crossing point over the River Forth, making it a coveted prize for those who would rule the nation. Its towering walls have sheltered generations of Stuart kings and queens who gathered their courts in this impressive royal residence. The castle's esplanade offers panoramic views that reveal why control of Stirling meant control of Scotland itself. To the north rise the rugged Highland Mountains, while to the south stretch the fertile lowlands. This vista tells Scotland's story better than any book. Loch Lomond and the Trossachs, where wilderness reigns supreme, where the lowlands meet the highlands, Scotland's first national park unfolds in a spectacular tapestry of mountains, forests, and shimmering waters. At the heart of this wilderness lies Loch Lomond itself, the largest inland stretch of water in Great Britain. The ancient Caledonian woodlands of the Trossachs create a magical realm that has inspired poets and artists for centuries. It was here that Sir Walter Scott set his poem, The Lady of the Lake, forever cementing the area's romantic appeal in literature. Have you ever witnessed a Highland sunset reflected perfectly in the still waters of a loch? There's something almost spiritual about these moments that makes you understand why the ancient Celts believed these landscapes were inhabited by gods. Isle of Skye, the Cloud Island. From the serene waters of Loch Lomond, our journey takes us northwest to an island that seems to exist between worlds, the Isle of Skye. Connected to Scotland's mainland by a bridge, Skye is the largest of the Inner Hebrides, its jagged coastline creating a labyrinth of peninsulas, sea lochs, and hidden bays. The island's name comes from the Old Norse, meaning Cloud Island, a fitting description for this land where mists roll in from the Atlantic, veiling and unveiling dramatic vistas in an endless ethereal dance. The Cuillin Range forms Skye's dramatic backbone, its black peaks among Britain's most challenging mountains. Among Skye's most iconic landmarks stands the Old Man of Storr, a 160-foot pinnacle thrusting skyward from the Trotternish Peninsula. Created by an ancient landslide, this sentinel-like rock formation dominates the landscape. Local legend claims it formed when a giant was buried with his thumb, the Old Man, left protruding from the ground. Against changing skies, this enigmatic formation perfectly embodies the primordial essence of Skye. Das Isle of Mull, a colorful haven. From the dramatic landscapes of Skye, we journey south to the Isle of Mull, where a gentler kind of beauty unfolds. Along Mull's eastern shore, the picturesque town of Tobermory welcomes visitors with its rainbow-hued buildings reflected in the harbor waters. The island's western coastline reveals pristine beaches where crystal waters meet white sands. At Calgary Bay, the Atlantic rolls onto shores that could rival tropical paradises, though with a distinctly Scottish character that reminds us of our northern latitude. Glencoe, the Weeping Glen. Leaving island shores behind, our journey brings us to a place where Scotland's mountains reveal their most dramatic face. Glencoe, a valley carved by ancient glaciers and steeped in both natural grandeur and human tragedy. As we enter this imposing glen, massive mountains rise on either side, their steep slopes creating one of the most awe-inspiring landscapes in the Scottish Highlands. The Three Sisters of Glencoe, three distinct ridges of the mountain Bidian Nam beyond, stand sentinel over the valley floor. Fort William, in the shadow of Britain's highest peak. Continuing our Highland journey, we arrive at Fort William, nestled at the foot of Ben Nevis, Britain's highest mountain, and on the shores of Loch Ness. Originally built as a military garrison to control the rebellious Highland clans, Fort William has evolved into a vibrant hub for those seeking Highland adventure. Dominating the skyline is the imposing mass of Ben Nevis, rising to 4,413 feet above sea level. From the summit on a clear day, views extend across the highlands and islands, offering a perspective of Scotland that few other vantage points can match. Oban, gateway to the Isles. From the shadow of Britain's highest mountain, our journey takes us to Scotland's western shores, where the bustling port town of Oban serves as the gateway to the Hebridean Isles. Known as the seafood capital of Scotland, this picturesque harbor town nestles in a perfect horseshoe bay. Oban's distinctive skyline is crowned by McCaig's Tower, a curious Colosseum-like structure that stands incomplete on the hill above the town. Below the town curves around its natural harbor, where fishing boats and ferries come and go throughout the day. Glenfinnan, where history and landscape converge. Nestled at the head of Loch Shiel, Glenfinnan is where Scotland's dramatic landscapes and pivotal history converge in spectacular fashion. Here in 1745, Bonnie Prince Charlie raised his standard, beginning the final Jacobite rising that would change Scottish history forever. Arching gracefully across the Glen, the Glenfinnan Viaduct stands as a triumph of Victorian engineering and Scotland's most photographed railway bridge. Made famous in film, its 21 elegant spans create a perfect harmony between human achievement and Highland majesty. Isle of Arran, Scotland in miniature. Often called Scotland in miniature, the Isle of Arran captures the essence of an entire country within its modest shores. The island's northern half is dominated by granite peaks and deep glens, crowned by Goatfell Mountain. These rugged highlands give way to rolling southern pastures where fertile fields and charming villages dot the coastline. Eilean Donan Castle, Scotland's iconic fortress. Rising from its own tiny island where three great sea lochs meet, Eilean Donan Castle stands as Scotland's most iconic fortress. Its stone walls seem to grow from the rocky outcrop beneath, creating a seamless blend of human craft and natural foundation. Though partially destroyed in the Jacobite risings of 1719, the castle was painstakingly reconstructed in the early 20th century. Spanning the waters via a stone footbridge, Eilean Donan embodies the romantic vision of a Highland castle that has captured imaginations worldwide. Loch Ness, depths of mystery. Stretching 23 miles through the Great Glen, Loch Ness holds more water than all the lakes of England and Wales combined. This vast inland sea plunges to depths of over 750 feet, its dark waters concealing a world of mystery and legend. Tales of a mysterious creature have swirled around these waters for centuries, from St. Columba's encounter in the 6th century to modern-day sightings. Whether fact or folklore, the legend of the Loch Ness Monster has firmly established this Highland lake in global consciousness. Cairngorms National Park, ancient wilderness. In the heart of Scotland's eastern Highlands lies the Cairngorms, a vast wilderness of ancient mountains, sprawling forests, and crystal-clear rivers. This is Britain's largest national park, encompassing a primeval landscape that feels timeless in its raw, untamed beauty. The park's namesake mountains are among the highest and most massive in Britain. They're granite peaks shaped by ice ages and weathered by millennia of highland storms. Here, rare Arctic alpine plants thrive in an environment more akin to the Arctic tundra than anywhere else in the British Isles. Or so Bow Fiddle Rock, they need nature's sculpture. On Scotland's northeastern coast, nature has sculpted one of its most distinctive landmarks, Bow Fiddle Rock. This extraordinary sea arch, shaped remarkably like the top of a violin's bow, rises from the waters near the village of Portnocky in Moray. Carved over millennia by the relentless North Sea, this natural wonder stands as a testament to the power of water and time. At sunrise and sunset, the arch frames the sun in spectacular fashion, creating a photographer's dream that draws visitors from around the world. Dunnottar Castle, defiance against the sea. Our journey concludes at one of Scotland's most dramatic castle ruins. Perched on a cliff-top promontory jutting into the North Sea, Dunnottar Castle presents an unforgettable sight. Accessible only by a narrow path and steep steps, this medieval stronghold has witnessed centuries of Scottish history unfold from its impregnable position above the crashing waves. Home to the Keith clan, Earls Marischal of Scotland, Dunnottar played a crucial role in the nation's story, once safeguarding the Scottish crown jewels from Cromwell's invading army. Today, its weathered stone walls and towers stand in magnificent isolation, a testament to Scotland's turbulent past and enduring spirit. Until next time, let the wonders of Scotland inspire your own adventures. Let us know in the comments which place is your favorite in Scotland and why. Subscribe for our next travel video.